Hello students, I am Dr. Sandeep Walia and today we are going to discuss about the understanding tourism product designing. After completing this module, we shall be able to understand the concept of product first, then we shall be able to understand the concept of product designing, and also we will be able to understand about the concept of product designing in tourism and hospitality. In this module, we shall also be discussing about the process of tourism product development. Let us now start with this module. So students, as we know that the tourism product or the product is a mixture of tangible and intangible components of marketing strategy. The product plans and schedules are the fundamental principles of a marketing mix. In the year 1984, Kotler conceptualized product as anything which is offered to the market for its attention, acquisition, uses or consumption, satisfying the desired needs and wants of the customers. It includes physical objects, services, persons, organizations, ideas, and places as well. A product is viewed differently by different service providers in marketing and is regarded as an offer in terms of its characteristics. Such characteristics takes the concept of product beyond the objects of physical components and can well include tourism in this. The multi-dimensional concepts of product is organized in coordinated circles operating from center to periphery and are discussed as follows. The first one is the core benefit. Core benefit is the primary benefit that a customer buys. Then there is a generic product. That means generic product is the primary product that delivers the core benefit. The third one is the expected product, a sequence of conditions that a buyer buys with the products. The next one is the augmented product. This augmented product comprises of additional benefits which distincts a firm's offer from its competitor on that particular product. Then there is the potential product, which involves possible value additions that may be made in a product in the future. Let us now discuss and understand about the meaning of the product. So students, a product is an item or an article that is proposed and provided to the market for sale. It can be offered as services and facilities to the customers for their consumption. Each and every product is made at a cost and sold at a particular price. The prices of these products can be charged based on the market, quality of these products, process of marketing, and the market segment in which these products are being targeted. In marketing, a product is anything that can be offered to a market that might satisfy a want or a need of a customer. In retail, products are called merchandise. In manufacturing, products are purchased as raw materials and sold as finished goods. Commodities are usually raw materials such as metals and agricultural products, but the term can also refer to anything widely available in the open market. In project management, products are the formal definition of the project deliverables that form the objectives of the project. Different types of products will have varying levels of sophistication when it comes to features. For examples, the Swiss Army knife. Various models exist with different tool combinations for specific tasks designed for everyday use. The simplest model sold includes only a single blade. The most complicated model features many extra tools like tweezers, toothpick, corkscrew, can opener, bottle opener, hook magnifying glass, etc. Let us now discuss about the definition of tourism product or definition of a product in tourism marketing. So, students, a product in tourism marketing is defined as services, facilities, and activities which are offered to the tourist or to the visitors at a destination to meet their required needs and wants. In tourism marketing, a product is the sum of the physical and psychological experience perceived by tourists during their traveling to the destination. It is a complex product and the mixture of different services like tourist attractions, transportations, accommodation, and other entertainment which we can provide to tourists for his or her satisfaction while he is traveling to a particular place. Tourism, as we have understood so far, is a phenomenon that encompasses many related services under its broad ambit. Some people say tourism is a business of networking. Basically, we can say tourism is basically a service industry. Tourism services differ from the other manufacturing goods in terms of four main factors, which are intangibility, heterogeneity, perishability, and inseparability. First, tourism services are intangible. Why we are saying that the services in the tourism are intangible? Because since they cannot be inspected and sampled in advance before the actual purchase is being made. Therefore, an amount of risk is involved on the part of the purchaser, since we cannot touch and see before we purchase them. Secondly, tourism products are heterogeneous in nature, unlike other manufacturing goods. For example, a TV set or a motorbike are units in masses and units in mass production sharing identical characteristics. Although package tour has gone a long way in making the experience standardized in association with the airlines or with the hotels and other related service providers, and the some aspects of the product are beyond control of any of the operator. Finally, tourism services are inseparable from their sellers. While buying a television set, a customer brings the product to home after taking a demo at the shop. The seller may not be present in the consumption or in the use of the goods after that, whereas the guide needs to be present during the description about the product, and the tourist enjoys the description of guide at the destination visited. The travel agent sells the products, the airline services, the airline cabin crew caters to the needs of the travelers, and the front office executive receives guests are some of the examples of the tourism and hospitality services. Let us now discuss about the concept of product in tourism marketing. In tourism marketing, product is a combination of elements or components offered together in a bundle to satisfy the tourist's need. A product in tourism marketing is anything that can be offered for attraction, acquisition, or for the consumption. It includes physical objects, services, personalities, places, organizations, and the ideas. In the year 1973, Medlick and Middleton conceptualized the products of tourism as a bundle of activities or a bundle of services and benefits that constitute the entire tourism experience. This package is made up of 5 constituents. The first is tourist site, then attractions, then facilities, the level of accessibility, pictures, and cost. According to the conceptualization of Smith, which he has proposed in the year 1994, a tourism product constitutes of 5 principal elements in a sequence of concentric circles. The core is tangible and the more manageable by the management, but the external progress marks more intangible characteristics and more participation of the consumers. And rightly suggested by the Smith in the year 1994, the tourism product is a synergetic combination of the elements which are being discussed as follows. The first one is the physical plan. So this physical plan is a key element of tourism product, where the major activity is the production and delivery of the services. These activities can be of natural, such as landscape or waterfall, or facilities such as conference halls, theme park, hotels, which are not natural in nature. Second is service. It refers to the performing of specific activities which are required to fulfill the needs of the tourist. For example, a hotel needs management, people to manage things, like at front office operations, in housekeeping maintenance departments, F&B service departments, and production departments, and arrangements to function to run a hotel as a complete entity. Second is hospitality. Tourists anticipate and expect enhanced services or something extra sometime. Hospitality is that which can be enhanced or can be given extra as a component and provided above professional services which are being served to the tourist. The next is the freedom of choice. Freedom of choice refers to the prerequisite that the tourist has some sufficient range of choices for a better tourist experience. Even a package tour gives some freedom of choice to the tourist. The next component is the involvement. This is cooperation and participation by tourists in some degree in the delivery of services. Tourism is known as cooperative and participatory activity. And it was rightly explained by Haggerty in 1992, which explained that tourism product through the following component and characteristics. The first one is the environment. The principal resources of tourism which gives a tourist destination its distinct characteristics and appeal from others is environment. It has cultural, natural, and social components. The second component is activities. The activities are formulated and are obtained from the tourist environment. For example, trekking, fishing, mountaineering, rafting, rappelling, bungee jumping, and many others are there. The next is accommodation. A tourist must have a place to sleep, to rest, and to eat. The next is transportation. There must always be a medium which will carry tourists from one place to another, from one destination to another. The next is services. To support tourism, there are various services such as information, health, booking, and customs. The next component is infrastructure. Without the help and support of roads, airports, telephones, and other, tourism cannot work in isolation. And the considerable significance of the above mentioned elements and components totally depends upon the market which is being targeted. In a newer or underdeveloped market, competition is at the core, at the center. As the market grows and develops, the competition increases for sure, and its difference is created through product enhancement and improvement and improvisation in the tourism products and services. After some time, intangibles and services, they will take a front seat in the product enhancement. Let us now discuss about product designing in tourism marketing. Students, as we know that tourism products are generally unique because to their features and characteristics, they are different from the other products. Hence, the consideration while developing and designing tourism products tend to be distinct from those of common products. Tourism products or tourism product is a term that covers all the facilities, all the services that are to be sold to the tourists, to the visitors for their better tourist experiences. This product is so distinct in its nature that tourists just visit a town or an area, an island, or an event rather that whole country is going to host. No matter what may be the nature of tourism product, its elements would remain the same. For example, like the built and the natural attractions, the tour and the packages of the tour, the components, the services for travelers like shopping, recreation, restaurant, accommodation, and other recreational activities which are there available at the destination. The following discussed issues and conditions are to be taken into consideration while we are going to design a particular tourism product. Let us now discuss about the elements of a tourism product and various elements which are to be considered while designing a tourism product. Every product has its own individual product mix based on its values, resources, needs and inclinations. These components are to be taken into consideration while designing and developing a tourism product. And while designing a tourism product or a tourism related service, only the analysis process should not be taken into consideration, but we should also need to be focused on the establishment and the interpretation of relationship between tourism products and the motivations which are associated for a particular tourism product. The following components should be taken into consideration while we are going to design a sustainable tourism product. We should choose an authentic theme which reflect with the local culture, tradition, and there must be a relationship between the environment and the human beings. We should also take into consideration and keep the scale development in the line with the local community and its environment. We should be ensuring that needs and desires of local community should be met, and developing of a tourism product which is attractive and competitive, and there should be having longer in the run. It should be have a long shelf life. A strong support of local community is required to develop and design a tourism product without imposing it to them. So there must be a community participation while developing or designing a tourism product. And avoiding the imitation of successfully performing schemes of other markets by addressing and recognizing the responsibility and enthusiasm of the local communities. They should be taken in consideration while there should be any decision making. Informing tourism or tourists about tourism products, plans, targets and approaches of the management, thereby providing tourists with high quality of tourism products, services and experiences associated to it. The decision of designing a unique tourism product or a normal product that provides a quality tourism experience depends on the product managers and the developers. Let us now discuss about the designing a tourism product. Students, the designing is one of the significantly important issues in the managing and developing of a tourism product. The design of a tourism product should be managed, thereby taking into consideration the requirements and the needs of the tourist at a tourism destination or at a tourist place. Every tourism product needs a plan and a strategy for its development and quality tourist experience. The design of a tourism product should be in harmony with local culture, heritage, beliefs, lifestyles, traditions, and in this way we can improve local culture and preserve the pride of a local community. Product planning refers to the particular elements, services and facilities related to the designing process of tourism product for better delivery of services and better tourist experience. Let us now discuss about branding of a tourism product. So students, just like general customer products or other products, various tourism products are also provided with brand names, as it is known that brand names are provided to tourism products to determine and recognize their identification, which may many a times combines with the marketing and promotional activities, strategies, assisting procedures to influence tourists to buy a particular tourism product. In tourism, it has been particularly noticed that various tourists perceive brand loyalty because they know that the product they will buy or that the product they are going to buy will fulfill their needs and desires. Tourists need to rely mostly on the parameters of reliability or the standards of the producers of tourism product. Let us now discuss about the image of the tourism product. Image is significantly an important component of the one's decision-making process of buying a tourism product, which meets the requirements and the needs of the tourist destination. The image of a tourism product is the approach in which this product is projected, predicted, and viewed by the tourist and markets due to its various elements such as political stability, variety of attractions, currency value, and so on. In short, the image of a tourism product is a comprehensive concept, the attachment which a place, service, or a product has. If the image of a tourism product is positive, tourists may purchase and enjoy that product, whereas if the image of a tourism product is negative in the minds of the tourist or may usually stay away from it or may not buy. Let us now discuss about the tourism product life cycle. The concept of product life cycle was first used by Levitt in the year 1965 when he asserted that every product that is being introduced, it grows, it matures, levels out, and then finally declines. This remains true for all the products, including tourism products, as every product is having a lifespan. Each and every product, if being introduced, is going to vanish one day. In tourism product life cycle, there comes a phase when it needs renovation in some or in the other way to remain in its shape or to retain its appeal for the tourist. The following image, which you will be having in your screen, thoroughly tell about the stages of the tourism product life cycle. In cases of many general consumer products, they rise and the fall with the ongoing trends. As the trend changes, these products lose their appeal. But this may be true generally for the tourism products as well. If we recognize tourist destination as tourism products, we are aware that as destination grows, there is change, because change is constant, and change is constant as in nature. And as being the change a constant process to develop and adjust the product that needs to be done in the market. Process of tourism product development. This is something that the dissolving of old product and initiation of a new tourism product is significantly important managerial decision in tourism marketing process. The new tourism products are developed and managed in a systematic manner, be it a destination, a hotel, or a tour package. And in case of the destinations, attractions, and hotels, a large investment is required. Therefore, the management should make sure that the success rate of a new tourism product is very high. And in order to achieve this objective, a proper and a systematic approach that is called new product development has to be followed, and the steps for a new product tourism development or producing a new product in tourism as a tourism product development are depicted in this figure, and this can be made out clear by the help of this figure. The new tourism product development steps which are depicted in this figure are thoroughly discussed as follows. The first is the idea generation and the screening. So student, the first step in the new product development or the new tourism product development process is to generate good ideas, as the developing of new products requires new innovations, new ideas, new themes, new suggestions. A lot of procedures and the resources are to be utilized for such purposes. Tourists can be requested to provide suggestions and recommendations, and producers can put across their ideas and concepts. People in the organization can generate ideas, competitors can help in providing clues, and tourism product expert can provide suggestions and advices while developing a new tourism product. Additionally, there should be an appropriate follow-up of such ideas and concepts to carry out the development process of a new tourism product. While at the screening stage, tourism industry experts consider the feasibility of ideas to develop a new product. The second step is conceptualization, or having the developing of blueprinting or developing of blueprints. To convert these ideas into concepts is the next step in a new tourism product development process. These concepts are the elaborative statements of how and what the new tourism product can do. Actually, the blueprints are prepared and organized for the same purposes. The conceptualization of such ideas helps in the estimation process of the new tourism product and in the improvement of the new product ideas as well. The process of screening again takes place at this stage, and the problems of the conceptualization, or while problems came during the conceptualization of the ideas, or those which are not good enough, are not processed further. The next step in this is the prototype development. To provide a true picture of the ideas for developing a new tourism product, a small model needs to be prepared. Such processes and procedures are made easier with the help of computer simulations, or we can take the help of some expert as well. A new tourism product can be visible with the different models which are proposed for its development. What cannot be made understood through a concept can be made very much clear using such models during the phase of conceptualization. Then we need to see the commercial viability of such product, and the next step is the commercial viability analysis. At this stage, in terms of future market size and profitability, an initial estimation of commercial feasibility is made. The tourism product which is proposed to the market may be very good but may not be acceptable to create feasible volumes of sales. If a newly developed tourism product is very costly, it cannot be accepted by the tourist as long as it would not meet the required size of the market. Commercial tours to outer space are one such examples. Then the next is new product development. At this stage, all the new ideas or concepts which go through the trials of commercial feasibility are taken up for the development as a tourism product. A number of different varieties from the original concept may be experienced. However, good conceptuality and modeling resolves such issues and problems which are associated to such concerns. Then the next step in this stage or in this process is market testing. On a limited scale under circumstances, same as the original ones, a new tourism product in the market is tested. Such a product can be presented to the market as a free sample or as a systematic product through a various number of distribution mechanisms. The selected trial market acts as a good sample of the total tourism product market. The feedback or the responses of such trial market is taken to be an indication of total behavior of the market. The process of the product promotion, distribution, communication channels or competition can be tested. Yet, the two primary disadvantages of such trials are in market are competitors' manipulated feedbacks to damage the trial results, and the second is the initial excitement of market for a new tourism product. Other than such, market trials of tourism product provides better results. The next step is launch or introduction in the market. This is the last stage of the new tourism product development process. The tourism product is introduced to the market in this stage. The process of product launching or introduction is being done in some phased manners from one market to the other, or just it can be in the one go as well. This all depends on the organization's marketing strategies. While the launching or introducing of a new tourism product in a phased manner, it provides time to the marketers for correcting mistakes, and a complete launch or rollout prevents competitors by not leaving any space for them to respond. The stages in a new tourism product development try in ensuring that the product is final and now it is being accepted by the market and the tourists. My dear students, let us now summarize this module. Tourism product is a complex and a mixture of different tourism and hospitality services which are required to meet the desired needs of the tourism at the destination visited. In tourism marketing, every destination needs to develop and arrange the products, whether they are tangible or are intangible in nature. It is neither acceptable nor desirable to develop a tourism product on the basis of the assumptions, but there are certain managerial skills, roles and functions which are required to be followed in the product development. In tourism marketing, the new tourism development process is more complex than a general product development, as on frequent basis tourism planners, tourism developers and the tourism designers deal with the resources which are irreplaceable and fragile. Moreover, for a successful orientation in the world of tourism, it is indispensable to look at the definition of the tourism product. The expression travel industry product is something that one could come across in the Hungarian language literature in the 1980s already. The expression tourism product in international literature was taken over by Stephen Smith from the Anglo-Saxon marketing approach, which was represented by the Philip Kotler, and the concept has become widely used by now in the global spheres. Tourism product was then seen as the primary category of the development of the tourism supply. It was considered as a set of services aiming at the full satisfaction of the needs of the tourist and based on attractions for the visit of which tourists arrive at that particular region. Its content was believed to be the in transport, providing access to the attraction, in accommodation, catering, entertainment, health, security, banking, communication and other related services. Thus, it can be summed up that the different constituents of tourism industry which make it an amalgamation of heterogeneous elements bring forth the peculiarity of tourism and make it a unique product available to the customers in the market. And with these words, I would like to sum up this module. Thank you very much.